How you doing, guys? Welcome to Monsters and Mazes. I'm your host, Mr. No One. All right, today we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna be building out room F, 1F, but before we get on into that, let's go ahead and check in with everybody. All right, the party is currently trapped in the elevator trap room. Right, they're down. They can't get out. Currently, chances are the thief is trying to figure out how to undo it. He already failed. He's not going to be able to figure it out. Alright? When he levels up, he'll deal with that then. If we ever come back to it. Who knows? Anyway, they've been in there for about 4 hours. We had an earlier, wandering monster. It's another gas spore. It's probably over here, roughly. Probably in the cave. I'm guessing. Possibly. No idea. But we have one that has been wandering around. Just wandering around this chamber, right? It's been there for hours. It's just there, right? This is a mindless entity. Anyway, whatever. 4 hours have passed. A band of orcs have entered into the dungeon. Right? They've come from the actual original surface entrance, which also implies that it's probably nighttime, considering orcs they don't really like daylight, so they have a tendency to avoid like direct sunlight, things like that, or at least according to old school essentials. All right, they wandered into this room because they have no idea. These things, I guess, they don't make noise or anything. I don't know. Okay, they don't need to actually use torches because of the fact they have infravision. So chances are, as far as any of this happens, it's all in pitch blackness, right? Which is kind of weird if you think of it from an outside perspective. For them, it's just a totally different world, right? As far as how they see things. Anyway, now the bad part is as soon as they come into the room, they can see. I guess that's probably, I don't know how infravision really works. Some people describe it more like predator vision. Okay, why not? Alright, so they come in. Now I wanted to see if either are surprised, which I don't know whether or not the gas spore can be surprised, because it's a fungus. It's mindless. So I'm gonna say probably not, but you never know. Anyway, so for today, this is still going to be, this is the gas port. This is going to be the orcs. Nobody is shocked. I didn't expect the thing with no mind to be shocked, but whatever. These guys, they come in, they see it. Now, to them, it looks just like this. Like, it looks like a beholder. I'm sorry, an eye of terror. All right? So there's no, as far as, it's indistinguishable, especially since there's no light in this whole room. Alright? So as far as I know, that's what that is. So, this is gonna be a very short battle. We're gonna roll for initiative. Alright? Because, oddly enough, it still wants to do something. It has an attack, which is interesting. Okay, who goes? Actually, it does. It does, of course it does. Alright, the Eye Tyrant is a 3. These guys are a 2. Let's do it. Alright, so it's going to float towards them. It's going to come at them. It has fairly good. Yeah, it has normal 30 foot movement range. Alright. It comes close to this one. And the attack is a spore spray. And it basically affects all I'm not laughing, but it's still funny. Affects all creatures in a 20-foot cube in front of the gas spore. Save versus poison or be infected by the spore. So it doesn't hurt them. It just infects them. Isn't that nice? Alright, so that's its attack. So it just goes, just that way, and that is everybody. Pretty much everybody, especially these guys in the room. Maybe one will get lucky. Maybe one, but no, it's still when it goes through there. It's gonna go through the door. The door's not closed. Okay, so everybody has to make a save. All right, so we're gonna use the leader. What is their save versus poison is 14. So they gotta hit a 14 or better. Let's see now. All right, we'll go ahead and let's roll individually. All right, fail. All right, so the leader failed. He failed. He definitely failed. Made it. It's the little guys that make it. Nope, this guy did not. So one out of the entire party. Okay, so everybody else is now currently infected with spores. The spore infection, let's see, the 1d6 gas spores grow inside the victim, killing them within 24 hours. They don't know this. It just went, and now, you know, it may be, and what are they going to do? He's going to attack, because of course he is. He's got to, I mean, that's the whole thing, right? Before that we do that, however, let's go ahead and really think this through. All right, we got to do the way, you know, movement. They got any missiles, anything like that? They don't have missiles. Yeah, nobody has missiles. So they're just going to be using axes, clubs, spears, swords. These guys, yeah, they got spears. We got a sword, big nasty sword. And these guys have, yeah, some daggers or whatever. So they're gonna actually, they're gonna do their best to. They're gonna do what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to surround it, because why not? That makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense that they would want to surround it. So these guys are gonna come in. They're gonna come in and they're all gonna attack. Let me go ahead and make this size it needs to be. Good. And we are going to try to get some kind of attack going on, because that would be what they do, right? All right, so we got good and surrounded. Yeah, that makes sense. And he's gonna attack. Now, here's the thing. Is that what they're going to do? I am almost assured that that is what they're going to do, because there are 4 of them. They are outnumbered. They're not entirely. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. That they're going to do it. They don't really know what any. Let's double check. You know what? I might do it. Let's do a quick. Nope. Okay. Well, let's be fair. Not yet. Okay, so just a quick intelligence check, just a quick motivational check to see if this is what they're going to do. Is it really what they're going to do? Yes, of course it is. Of course it's what they're really going to do. All right. Gas, okay, well, let's see. He might miss. He might actually miss. He has to roll ridiculously low. He has to hit a 9. Okay. He's got to roll at least a 10. 10 or better. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Was on the edge. No, 16 misses. I don't know how, it just, maybe he wasn't paying attention, maybe he got distracted, but he missed. These other guys, however, have opportunities. So we're going to go ahead, and we have 4 of them, so we're going to do 2 and then 2. What? 4s. Swear to everything I'm double 4s for these guys here. Move that over. All right. Maybe they'll live. I don't know. They're going to give it a go, and then... Nope. He does it. I'll roll for damage. He does it. There is no 1d6. 1d6. Okay. I'm sorry. It's only funny because that's a 1. 1. Gas spores have 1 hit point. It is only required that you hit them for one hit. You have to hit them at minimum one. He did it. Now, all the bad things are about to happen. Okay, gas spores are really, really nasty things. Not only with the spore infection, because they're all gonna die. They might make it. Somebody might make it. Well, whoever makes it ends up hatching 1d6 worth of gas spores in about a day, 24 hours. So, woof. Now, I'm not sure whether or not this is. No, yeah, they have to be alive for the incubation process. I'm pretty sure they do. So a dead orc is probably not going to sprout up the spores. I think they need to actually have a living host to incubate the spores themselves. So maybe you're lucky. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so it goes boom. It explodes. And all within 20 feet suffer 6d6 worth of damage. Save versus wand for half. Now, I'm nice, so I'm going to actually do their saves individually. Because they actually have one of these guys, and it's one of the little guys. Yeah, he's got 8 hit points. Potentially, he could survive. If I remember correct, no, he's infected. That one's the one that's not infected, I think. We'll say the one with the most hit points. We'll say this guy is the one who managed to make his saving throw. I think that was true anyway. Yes, it was. It was. He was second in line. Yay! Okay, so the guy with the most hit points, he's got more. Anyway, all right. This dude has 1, so he's dead, just already. Okay, so we're gonna roll 66, and I pulled out the d6 because I knew that was gonna happen anyway. Not because, I knew we were going to have this particular battle. Alright, so 66 worth of damage. A lot of 2s in there. Alright, so we have 10, and looks to be 7, so we have 17. Even if he saved, he died. Even if he saves, he's dead. So, kabloom. These dudes they are. There's no way they can, even if half, even the one who had the most hit points is not going to be able to do, that's 8.5, so, it's whatever. So you round up, if I remember correctly, for damage. Yeah, that's it. Well, Okay, so there we go. We have one popped, desiccated. It would just be like a husk at the. No, that probably wouldn't be any pieces, but just. And we have these guys now. For this purpose, I'll say that they need an actual living host for the infection. The spores are otherwise harmless, right? They actually have directly inhaled from the actual spray, so just like being in the same room. Anyway, an hour goes by, right? So an hour goes by, boom. These guys now, he's okay. He's been working on the trap, but he's bloody, and he's got like maybe a shard of bone stuck in his chest from the poltergeist. He's in a bad way. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna leave, right? Because they need to leave. They have down almost an injured comrade. What's the point in doing all this? They're gonna come out and they're going to see these guys. All right. There is going to be a the whole like, what happened? They're dead. Are they gonna loot the body? Or are they gonna get out of there for now and maybe come back to do whatever? I'm gonna say it's 50-50, Do they loot? Do they spend the time to loot the body? Because if they do, I'm gonna have to give some kind of save about the spores. They don't. I'm sorry, it's whatever, but they don't. They're like, ah. Anyway, so they navigate through the bodies, and they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back and probably maybe bring some people to help. Just for right now, they've learned a very valuable lesson. Right? These characters, this may be their first dungeon. I don't know. Probably. You know. Yes, granted, they're exceptional people. That's the whole point of the adventurers, right? Their whole stats. But the reality is that they went through this not knowing how dangerous the place could potentially be. Between the trap here, that granted was easily solved, but when you had, oh yeah, they would have taken the treasure. This is gone. They took that. They're not that dumb. They're gonna take the treasure and fix their friend. Hey, you cost money. But now they know this is dangerous. This is dangerous, and whatever happened to these guys. Will they spend it? They're gonna spend the time. No, they're gonna get out. They're gonna come back. That's fine. Get some rest, recuperation, healing, possibly, and then they're gonna come back with reinforcements, and then they're going to go through, probably go, the dungeon itself, and then possibly solve the mystery of why these guys are now scattered across the way, and they might come back with the mice. All right. So they have up to the surface. I'm guessing, honestly, some guards would probably be a good idea. So maybe the fighter and the elf will stay, and they'll be up front. The cleric and the thief are going to go into town to get that healing, get some reinforcements. That way, in the morning or the next day or whatever, they can go back in, figure out what happened here, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so that being done, I knew it was going to be fast, and I knew it was going to be deadly, and I'm somewhat relieved that it wasn't the party that dealt with the gas spore. Does not say that's the end, because there is still another one. Whether or not it's here when they come in, I'll figure that out later. It may have, gone back the way it came, whatever. It's been hours, mind you. Okay, so it's evening time. They managed to strike camp. Pitch camp? Strike camp? I think strike camp is when you leave. Pitching is... Anyway, doesn't matter. All right. Room F. I did say that I was going to change out the doors. I want to make them... make it double doors. That it might, it's not to say that it's grandiose or anything like that. Need to figure out the doors are locked. They're locked. What kind of doors they are? I know this is a stone door. That I do know. And I may have no. I want this was. I think I rolled up a stone door for that one. And in the double doors, I want to say it might be possible that I did roll up what kind they were, but just to double check for myself, I will roll on the chart because I don't actually remember. I don't recall. Yeah, I didn't write it down or anything like that. Wait, no, I did. Yes, I did. Because I was in the contents. Wooden door. Yes. Okay. My bad. They are wooden doors. Unlocked. There you go. All right. What is inside the room? All right. Let's get all this business done. The room. Where's my red? Alright. Inside the door, what are the contents? Okay, D20. We have Monster and Treasure. Wait. I need to figure out how many. Does it have any doors? It's a. So, keep that in mind. There's a Monster and Treasure. I will hold on to that roll. Alright, number of exits. This is any size, 1d4. 1. Alright. One exit. Left, right, center. What are we looking at? 19 is going to be the location is ahead. Alright. So we know that we have another door that is going to be ahead. And let's see now. Space beyond the door. Real quick. If it's a room, I stop, and I'm probably going to re-roll. We'll probably say it's passage anyway, going off that way. It's a 3 anyway. Where was that? Space beyond the door. Yes. Okay, so that's fine. It actually ends up being a parallel passage, or it's a room if straight ahead. But we're going to go ahead and okay, it's a room. It's 30 feet both directions. All right, we're going to say yes. I'm going to go with passage because that makes sense at this point in time. And let's see. Yep. It is a door. What kind of door was it? I don't know. Parallel passage. So that means that this is going to go to week 2. It makes sense to me. We have a couple of ways that'll be going to week 2 and 30 feet in either direction. So we have 1, from the door, 1, 2, 3, it's roughly about there. All right. So it might connect that way. Interesting. Granted, at this point in time, it's whatever, but maybe it could be another set of stairs. I have no idea. Okay. Before we get into the hallway thing, let's go into. All right, room contents. I know it's a monster and treasure. What kind of monster? Okay, we're going to go ahead and figure out what kind of monster it is, and then we'll roll up treasure. I'm going to use the rule cyclopedia once again, just for simplicity's sake. Alright. Wait, oh, the game's already on the page. Yes, it was. Dungeon tables. Okay, so what do we got? Roll D20. Alright. Fire beetles. I can deal with that. It's 1d6, so d6, 3. Alright, so that room has 3 fire beetles. Okay, I can deal with that. 3 fire beetles. Which, I mean, there's a cave right here, so maybe they somehow got through there. Maybe there's some little tunnels or stuff like that. Alright, so what kind of treasure? Treasure, 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 treasure. Alright, so we roll with a monster, roll 2 times on the table, and add 10%. So we have 55. Okay. Not worrying about that right now. Alright, 55 is 750 Electrum plus 10%. That puts it at. I'll do math later. It's been a long day. Leave me alone. I'll figure out the math later. This is at the end of the night, unfortunately. And I still have to edit this video, so here we are. Alright, rolling again. We have 74. Alright, 74 is 250 gold pieces per level, obviously, an additional. So 250 gold. And we have these were the electron pieces. EP. And plus energy. Alright, I'll divvy that up. And what's it in? See, I kind of like this stuff. Alright, it is contained in 20. Loose. Okay. So it's scattered throughout there. Maybe there was... Alright, so we have some loose change. Loose change. It's not in anything. It is... Yeah, there's no... Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. Alright. Dungeon dressing. What else is in the room? Watch it be another statue. I laugh. I'm only saying this because that's probably what's going to happen. Alright, 1d6. 2. Another brazier. Brazier. The word is brazier. Alright. This one we will put it on. That's not going to be the giant one like that. It'll be on a... let's see now. Maybe again, we'll say there's 4. It doesn't have to be just one. Each corner of the room has, yeah, that makes sense. We'll go ahead and put, you know, like the actual symbols, like, it looks like it's supposed to look like charcoal, but whatever. You know, like that. Not perfect circles, but that's fine. I'm not really worried about it so much. I just know that this is what it is. So there are 4 braziers, 1 in each corner. Why are they magical? Will they light up when you enter the room? I sort of like that idea. Let's find out. All right. Are they magical? Will they light if you enter the room? Yes. Yes, they will. All right. That allows for... Yeah, it goes... That's nice. It's neat, right? Why? No idea. But here we are. That makes sense to me. Awesome. That's it. Okay, now. What do we have here? We have a passageway. We know this is going to go to week 2, so I'm not really worried about that today. This, however, needs to go somewhere. Oh, where? What do we do? We do our periodic check again. 11 is another passage. Turn. Okay, it turns. Alrighty then, I can do, alright, passage turns. Left 90 degrees, so it goes this way. And that would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it ends up oddly coming to a dead end. Because there's literally, oh wait, no, that's right. Okay. It can slope down. This is interesting. But let's find out. Alright, we might have a hidden room. Bonus room. Ooh. Alright, let's draw it out real quick. That's kind of cute. Maybe it slopes downward. Depends. Let's see what happens after this point. I could just say it's a dead end, but I don't really think I want to have it be a dead end. Maybe I can make this a secret door. I don't know why, but wrong one. Oh yeah, let's be on the door. What do I do? Another periodic check. 10. We have a side passage. Okay, we'll just say it's a continuous passage because right now there's no side passage. So let's just say it does slope down, comes down, and I want to say it's probably going to go that way. Let's find out. We got another 1, 2, 3. So it comes here. Alright, so it does go down. And that is interesting. Why it does this, I have no idea. But, alright, another check. 3. Oh, keeps going. 60 feet. So this is actually going to come almost back this way. So we have there. All right. What happens after here? I have no idea. it could go to a completely different map. Either way. At the end, what do we have? And stairs. All right. So we cut it off here. Where did the stairs go? I don't know. Let's find out. Stairs is... Where are we stairs? Tab 6. Alright, and... Stairs. Down to level 1. Sorry, down 1 level, which means that it's just another way to get to level 2. Why is that always the case? I don't know. This, I swear to everything, this is trying, goes down to level 2. All right. We are going to say the passage slopes downwards, and there's a way of actually, well, no, I don't think it really is a way to show that it slopes, other than to make it do this. So, it would be not really a secret passage, but I guess just another way of getting there. No idea. Okay, but that's it. Ta-da! Yeah, that's all. Anyway, I've been Mr. No One. This has been Monsters and Mazes, and we'll see you next time.